Welcome back, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to African Metaphysical Center for Spiritual Healing, Body, Mind, and Spirit Development. I am your host, Kufu Ra, your metaphysical practitioner, Reiki master, Qigong instructor, bond practitioner, and mystic. Today's topic is the forbidden art of the dead. You know, some say it's folklore. Others say it was a real practice in ancient times. My research and study have found that in ancient times, necromancy was a practice. So, what is necromancy? Necromancy, the ancient practice of summoning and communicating with the spirits of the deceased to unveil hidden truths, divine the future, and harness powers beyond the mortal realm. This wasn't just superstition. Archaeological evidence and historical texts prove necromancy was actively practiced across multiple civilizations. For instance, in Mesopotamia, 3000 BCE, the Epic of Gilgamesh references communication with the dead. Babylonian priests performed rituals to consult deceased souls. Ancient Greece, Homer's Odyssey depicts Odysseus traveling to the underworld to seek prophecy from the blind prophet Tiresias. Greek necromancers called psychomantium operated temples specifically for contacting the dead. In ancient Rome, Roman necromancers used rituals involving blood, bones, and incantations. The poet Lucan documented a necromantic ritual in his work Pharsalia. Ancient Kemet, the Book of the Dead, contains spells for navigating the afterlife. Kemetic magicians believed they could summon spirits through elaborate ceremonies. Persia and the Near East, Zoroastrian texts condemn necromancy, proving it was widespread enough to warrant religious prohibition. And in biblical accounts, the witch of Endor, 1 Samuel 28, famously said to have summoned the spirit of the prophet Samuel for King Saul, one of the most documented necromantic events in religious texts. So what was the actual practice? What necromancers did? The rituals were complex, dangerous, and strictly guarded. The locations they practiced in was graveyards, battlefields, execution sites, places saturated with the death energy. The sacrifices, animal blood, sometimes humans, depending on which group, was offered to entice spirits to manifest. The ritual tools they used: human skulls, bones, grave dirt, black candles, ceremonial daggers, and protective amulets. The incantations, spoken in ancient languages such as Hebrew, Greek, Latin, Aramaic, words of power to command the dead. They used protective circles drawn with salt, ash, or blood to contain spirits and protect the necromancer from possession or attack. The timing when these was performed, they was performed during liminal times, normally midnight, eclipses, All Hallows Eve, when the veil between worlds was at its thinnest. What was the goal? Well, the goal was to force spirits to reveal things such as hidden treasures, future events, secrets of enemies, locations of missing people, forbidden knowledge from beyond the grave. Let me go over why it was universally feared and banned. Necromancies violated the natural order. Every major religion and government condemned it. Judaism, explicitly forbidden in Deuteronomy 18:10 through 11. Let no one be found among you who consults the dead. Christianity considered demonic. medieval church executed suspected necromancers during the Inquisitions. In Islam, haram, forbidden, seen as shirk, associating partners with Allah. The secular law, Roman law under Emperor Constantine, made necromancy punishable by death. The fear was justified. Necromancers were believed to disturb the rest of the dead, invite demonic possessions, curse communities, upset cosmic balance, steal souls. Medieval grimoires, the instructional manuals, there was a lot of them. Despite persecution, necromantic knowledge survived in secret texts such as the Munich Manual of Demonic Magic in the 15th century. This detailed necromantic rituals for summoning specific spirits. The Lesser Key of Solomon in Goetia, instructions for commanding 72 demons and spirits. The Grand Grimoire, the Red Dragon, rituals for making pacts with the dead and infernal powers. The Picatrix, Arabic magical texts with necromantic astrology. These weren't fiction. They were actually instruction manuals used by practitioners who risked their lives to master the art. Now, let me walk you through necromancy across cultures. This wasn't just a Western phenomenon. Tibet, Cod, practitioners ritually offers their bodies to spirits in carnal grounds. Voodoo, Haiti, Bokor, priests communicated with Baron Samedi and spirits of the dead. Mexican traditions, Day of the Dead rituals maintain connection with deceased ancestors. African traditions, Sangomas and traditional healers consult ancestral spirits. Asian practice, Chinese ancestors veneration, Japanese Shinto, rituals for the dead. The universal presence of these practices suggests something profound about human spirituality and our relationship with death. Here's the deeper question. Why did every ancient civilization develop methods to contact the dead? Was it despite grief, seeking closure? Genuine spiritual technology we've lost? Or was it psychological projection? Actual communication with another realm? Modern science dismisses it. Ancient practitioners died defending its reality. The truth, we may never know, but the historical evidence is undeniable. Our ancestors believed the dead could speak, and they developed elaborate systems to listen. Would you dare cross that threshold? Would you speak the ancient words in a graveyard at midnight, knowing thousands before you believed it worked? The dead are silent now, or are they just waiting to be called? Always remember, ancient knowledge is out there, so seek the truth. And until next time, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.